It all started with Masvidal versus Diaz. Now, UFC legend Din Thomas says it's time to end it, the BMF belt. And with Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3 set as the final showdown, we might be witnessing the end of an era. Is this the last real, baddest motherfucker fight in UFC history? Welcome back to Fightium, your home for deep takes and real talk on all things MMA. Today, we're breaking down why Din Thomas wants the BMF belt retired after Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3. UFC 318 is set to make history. On July 19th, Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier will run it back for a third time, this time for the BMF title in New Orleans. Poirier has already announced that this will be his final UFC fight, making it not just a trilogy but a career closer. For Max Holloway, it's a chance to cement his legacy with a title that represents grit, heart, and street-certified toughness. Former fighter and top analyst Din Thomas weighed in on the symbolism behind this match, saying, "I think this should be the last BMF fight. The belt's meaning is getting diluted. It started with fighters like Masvidal and Diaz who lived that lifestyle, real BMFs. But now everyone wants a piece of it, and it doesn't feel the same." Thomas also argued that the belt unfairly excludes other weight classes and that the sport is shifting toward business-driven matchups, not gritty, street-born rivalries. The BMF title was first introduced at UFC 244 as a novelty. But with fighters like Masvidal, Diaz, Gaethje, and now Poirier and Holloway, it gained real meaning. It wasn't about rankings, it was about respect. But as Thomas points out, the game ain't really full of BMFs like it used to be. That raw, no-nonsense fighter mentality is fading in a sea of brand deals and Instagram callouts. Could Holloway versus Poirier 3 really be the final BMF title fight? If so, it would be a poetic close to a belt that honored the old-school mentality in a new-school era. One thing's for sure, whoever walks out of New Orleans with that belt, walks out as a certified legend. Let us know in the comments, should the BMF belt be retired after UFC 318? Or should it live on in a new form? Subscribe to Fightium for more stories like this, where fighters, legacies, and emotion collide.